greetings. So I put this concept out there. Oh God, please no. Yeah, this is one way of looking at reality. So yeah, is this world? I mean, it's obviously still here, right? But is it really doing anything? Not really. Is it really evolving into anything of any importance, or it's just a lifeless vessel at this point? At least when I connect to that energy of like, did the world just did it die a long time ago? I just get 99. I get the 90s. It's 99. Of course, it might be different for everybody, but I mean, for me, it was the day I was born. But yeah, it's never been a walk in the park. I never got one of those lives, whatever that is. I got one of the lives that nobody wants. I hired myself once it. But when you look at society, and it's not just the U.S. in decline, it's like the world is kind of like going like nowhere for a very long time. It's just another way of looking at it. Maybe I'll shed some light on some things. Yeah, because the birth rates, I think they are going down. At least I can feel that they are. So why the hell does anybody want to bring kids to this world? I mean, unless you're going to bring in a NPC that needs to be, that needs this. There's really no reason to bring a kid here, really. And it's making it more difficult. And the rise in the machines are coming in. So, unless you don't need people to do these jobs anymore, because the robot's doing it eventually. At some point, they're going to be perfect, but I mean, that's not so bad. No reason to come back here, right? Unless you want to be a robot or something or whatever. Yeah, NPCs are probably going to be, because they need this place. They're just still kind of in their little zone. They're not. Either they come back here or get shoved off to some other version of Earth if they haven't already, and just live in whatever that is that they're living, whatever they find that's all that, whatever that is. All these nonsense things that they enjoy. They shove down everyone's throat. Priscilla's here. Showed up late. You're late. She's off camera, of course. I'm not gonna bring her. But something to ponder. And we just came here, incarnated here to watch the world die. Yeah, it hasn't been, at least for some of us, it hasn't been much of anything. We're just kind of here, we're just here because we're supposed to be here. That's about it. That's as good as it gets. Should watch others have fun or whatever that is. But yeah, they call it fun. It's called being an NPC, but whatever. They like to, brag about it. I got this thing. It's just not working like it used to. I have to upgrade some of my systems here. Priscilla's here, but she's not helping me. A second. Can't see shit anymore. I can't see. I'm going blind. How you doing, Priscilla? What are you doing here? Watch us make fools of ourselves. So if you're stuck in a life, you're trying to figure out what the hell is going on and why is the world the way it is, and why isn't anything working? the pathetic monstrosity we call existence. I mean, you can just clear out the energy of other people reflecting all their crap on you, which isn't easy. Because sometimes you think it's your stuff, it's actually someone else's crap. It's hard to decipher it. Because yeah, the spiritual community, even those in the spiritual community, don't know to do that shit. Of course, the spiritual community don't do a lot of other shit too. Corrupt podcasts. When you're a corrupt podcast and you get a reading from somebody and say like, oh, by the way, even was it Total Recall? That's not a good. Because there are things of like, people are programmed to do a certain mission here. It doesn't mean they're a good guy. They might come off as a good guy, but they're not. That's not good. And they might even have dreams of going through the process of it. They might not quite understand that. It's like, yeah, you've been programmed to manipulate society, and you don't even know it. And you have a nice podcast, gets all this attention, and you take all the cool spiritual stuff and throw out everything else because you don't give a shit. You're just an entertainment field. Not really to help others, you're just here to help yourself, basically. It's a little bit cryptic, but it's true. Not to name names. I've been naming it here and there. So, yeah, seeing really... Yeah, I'm not going to go into that. So, but yeah, the world is not exactly evolving into much of anything, really. It's like, music's kind of just died out. Creativity in movies, originality is kind of faded out. So it's like, we're just here to watch the place die. It's been dying for a long fucking time. Yeah, that's a good... It's, when the AI can't start coming in, it's becoming more obvious, we're becoming more machine-like. And then the rest of us, I don't know what the hell we're doing here. Yeah, we're just here to do something, whatever the hell that is. And when that's up, we get the hell out of here. And NPCs are going to just do whatever the hell that is. They're the ones who live in this place. Of course, you have the spiritual NPCs that need a savior, the white hat energy, which shows a lot of internal issues there. If you're doing spiritual work and you're looking for a savior constantly, and your audience is looking for a savior too, sure, no more. You know what? You got whatever. Sure. The other thing that's been coming up was with the JFK stuff, which is, that's been a long time ago. Oh yeah, that's right. The Epstein stuff came out or didn't come out. And it's funny, as conspiracy theorists, the Epstein, yeah, that's funny though. Wow, what a surprise. They're not going to put out a list. There's no list. There's no nothing. Wow, like, are you that surprised? And of course, the conspiracy theorists, of course, are just going to cry about it. Like, you didn't know that. But, they're going to use the opportunity to get attention. Of course, the audience probably doesn't notice that. They're getting all mad about nothing. Can't figure themselves out for anything. Don't even know who the hell they are. But they get mad about that. Big question mark. Who am I? Who gives a fuck? I'm mad about the Epstein tapes. Who gives a shit about that anyway? Okay, it really affects you anyway. I mean, there's all kinds of corruption. Of course, the JFK thing, which is boggles the mind. I understand how some are still researching that. Some have incarnations back then, which makes sense. Like, if you had an incarnation during JFK, and you did just either a reporter or just you're in the know somehow and did not do anything to stop it or didn't believe there's a conspiracy, then didn't saw what went down, I can see why you're kind of scarred by that. But then to have a YouTube channel and get all these views about it all the time, it's like, hey, does anyone here give a shit? Apparently the NPCs care. I seriously doubt they care. It's weird. It's like, I guess some might care, but I guess I should. I mean, I understand if an individual cares and some might find it interesting, but when you get like a shitload of views on that stuff, it's like, it's not like anything's, it's not like they're going to put like, here's the truth. And you probably already know it already. It's just the government's not going to talk about it for obvious reasons. It's maybe not the best PR move for them. Yeah, we just covered up the CIA, whatever. I'm not going to go into all that, but I'm not going to tell you about that shit. And the Epstein thing's the same thing. Whatever, man. So yeah, it's just like another the Epstein situation. What 9/11 is going to redact. Oh, we're going to bring out the truth, and then they redact half of it. You just get blacked out documents, and you learn about what kind of coffee cups they drank at that time period, or whatever the fuck, something dumb. Whatever. Like I said, watching the world die. Well, if you wanted to see the world not going anywhere, yeah, you're involved. You can see it right now. So if you're having a kid, either they're going to be awakened, some spiritual maybe, or just be a spiritual NPC, or just be a complete NPC, and this is the greatest place in sliced bread. As long as nothing bad's happening to you, it's the greatest. If bad things, then it's fuck everybody. You know, it's like, oh, poor everybody else but myself, all that kind of shit. So I don't know. You can just, yeah, like I say, this is a point of view. You can take it or leave it. Of course, like I say, some of the manipulators that are in the spiritual podcasting world, like the ones running it. Obviously, this is the time to be alive because they're manipulating the shit out of people. So this is their golden age. I mean, they got, fresh meat out there. People are not aware of it. You think they're still learning, and they talk about all the spiritual entertainments, all the kind of cool stuff. Like I said, throwing out everything else because they're parasites, the ones running it. And of course, like I said, the universe sees it all. It just shows that people here are not ready. So they need this type of, I need a slime like that to show people who are they're just not going anywhere. So at least it has that, I guess. But like in the movie world, it used to be originality, and now it's all dead, and you can say there's others blocking it, and maybe it's society or whatever. Either way, it's still dying. Culture is dying. Everything is on its deathbed at this point. So they're just remaking when they started remaking everything in the past, like Magnum PI, and it's garbage. I mean, it was good in the 80s, and then they recreate, and it's garbage, and it has like 8 seasons. That says something. They're remaking this stuff, and it's worse, and it's like more successful than the original sometimes, and it's just junk. So that says I may have checked out, or they're just mediocre NPCs, whatever. So obviously society is in the birth rate breakdown, and just relationships are more toxic probably than they ever have been, just more hollowed out. I mean, it's never been that great, but now it's just another dead end. Because society is dying. I mean, it makes sense not to bring kids in, if you do, they somehow get here. Not sure where they're going to go. Because they're programmed with the screen. Of course, with TV, there's kids grow up there around television, but it's not right in their face, because it depends. But now with the phone, it's right there. So some parents put a phone right in their kid's face when they're babies just to entertain them. It's like, welcome to AD. Was it ADD? ADHD, whatever. So delusional thinking and everything else that's wrong with it. So obviously this is just a point of view. You can take it or leave it. Like I said, a lot of people don't feel like they're going to incarnate here again. There's not much to come back to. There's not much here to begin with. Swiss cheese reality. This place is kind of dead. For me, it's been dead since I got here. Since I was born here. It's like It was already on the like the 80s was at least entertainment wise was cool, but life wise wasn't that great. Yeah, life has not been anything. just you just come here to work and live a hollowed out existence here. Can't be an NPC if it, yeah, that's not gonna happen. So I'm not trying to be different. You just are, and a society is just whatever. Used to mind control. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to see how dead society, just listen to the conversations. They're just the same old shit. Even in spirituality, some of that can be kind of one note to some levels. Well, at least to some of the controlled, in the manipulative groups. Let's put it that way. Of course, and then they put on this persona how nice they are, and you go to these conferences or wherever, and you see a little fucking other side of them. Hey, look, you're not as nice as you claim you are, apparently. Just a fucking evil witch or whatever. That's nice. And reflecting all their garbage on everybody. Yeah, they don't put that on the brochures. By the way, when you go to these kind of conferences, people are going to throw in all their real, maybe, their real souls will be thrown at you. Which, appreciate that. It's good to know it before you get there. Be prepared to, propaganda, self issues, internal dilemmas. Yeah. Yeah, even the spiritual, you think in the spiritual community thinks there's going to be, glasses cleaner, far from it. Sometimes it's worse, depending on the situation. Yeah, sometimes you go to this NPC stuff is actually get something genuine. And the spiritual stuff, some are not quite there yet. Some are, and others are not. And they have to bulldoze everybody for some freaking reason. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, I should put that on the conference. Put on their website. By the way, be aware of psychotics. Yeah, I know you get them from everywhere, but they go into the spiritual groups thinking they're going to get enlightenment. You got enlightenment, but not the enlightenment that you're looking for. So, yeah, anyway, yeah, it's just all bullshit all around. So, yeah, like I say, doesn't mean you're not here for no reason. You're here to do something. We're here for something. I don't know what that might be, but as soon as you do it, yeah, exactly. Get the hell out of here. Chances of coming back are not high, unless you're an NPC. And if you're an NPC, you're probably gonna be sent off to some other version of Earth, some of Wadi-Da, whatever that is. Maybe culture would be a bit more interesting there, because it's definitely not here. Or just go to another dying Earth. You go from one dying Earth to another. But yeah, like the aliens, are they going to swoop in and save us, or they're just kind of watching us die? Yeah, like the U.S. and the deficit situation. I think we'll survive that somehow. I don't know how. Maybe that's when the aliens show up. It's like, okay, your world's done. If U.S. finally went bankrupt, or they're not going to let it. I don't think they're going to let that happen. So there'll be some interference. Not to say U.S. is going to be in a great position, but they'll still survive. So maybe there'll be just one day. Enough is enough, and that's when the aliens show up. It's like, okay, your world is officially dead. Not World War III, it's just dead inside. Some of us have been saying that for a very long time. Our whole incarnation, we've been saying that. Like, what the fuck am I doing here? And you're like 4. So they come here to help help society figure themselves out. If they want it, most don't. They'd rather go into the new age stuff and do whatever that is. And some of us really get kicked to the curb a lot. Yeah, I have a lifestyle of that. But yeah, you want to go forward, you don't want to go backwards. So, yes, man, I can't even go to I used to go to a coffee shop. I can't even go to those places. Saw NPCs and all fucked up. I can't go into it, but it's like, I can't even go somewhere trying to get out just a little bit. You can't even do that. I mean, I find other ways of doing it, but I can't go to my traditional place. It's too much bullshit. It's a sad world. It's a dying world. It's yeah. It just shows how more pathetic the society we're in right now. Just keeps showing its colors of just wow, this world truly is dead. Yeah, you just have to just brush it off and just okay, this is the world. Okay, this is the state. It's lifeless. What the hell are we doing here? It's I don't know. Just do whatever we're here to do. Yeah, play cards, play Uno. You got Uno. You got what is it? Connect Four. Old Maid. Yeah, those Uno cards. I forgot how to play Uno. I remember playing that as a kid. I just think it was like, maybe just here to play Uno until the world completely, until you figure out. I mean, you might be here just for like one thing. You can't even just do one, whatever hell that is. And you do that one thing, get the hell out of here. While you're here, you get to see a world in decline. Not just the U.S., but the whole place, all of it. Society's dead, culture is dead, and so on. It's here to, I mean, there might be some positives here and there. Maybe thinking nature's even tired of this place. So, I don't know. I mean, it'll still exist in some form. It's not going to go completely gone, but there'll probably be more NPCs here at some point. There'll be more, eventually more aliens at some. Maybe the aliens will just show up. Yeah, just like you have your alien area, and you have your NPC area. I mean, you can't really have that now, but the aliens become more known. NPCs won't believe it because they're whatever that is. They like to. You got to, all the things that interest them aren't that interesting, so they just have like a couple of things they think about all day. It's very like a couple paragraphs they say on a daily basis, and that's about it. And and the aliens are just sort of doing what they're doing. I'm not saying they're going to shut this world down completely. No, it'll still be here. It'll just have a different function at some point. So I guess we'll see how that goes. So anyway, maybe that answers some that are wondering what the hell they're doing here. No, there's no real answer to that. It's a sad world after all, but no. Well, all right, blessings.